Okay, welcome to day two of my podcast about women, Indian women in their 30s that have not followed a usual path. By usual, I mean in the sciences, engineering, business, any sort of field that will get you a great job and make you lots of money. So this is for people who don't follow that path, or at least this is my journey of not following the normal path. And I want to go back a little bit and I want to talk about a point where we're nobody's and nobody is ours. So we are born to a family, yes, but it's not necessary that there's a reason for that because we come to this planet for a purpose, and that may or may not have anything to do with our families, our friends, or any of our relationships. So I feel like I say that we're nobody's and nobody's ours to point out the fact that you cannot save anybody and nobody can save you. We are all here to do our duty, fulfill our own purposes. Because we come alone, we leave alone, so nobody will save us and we can't save anybody. No matter what we think, no matter what we do, no matter what we say, nothing will change. We will all follow the path that is meant for us. So for me, I feel like I was intelligent. I had all these abilities and I could have become successful, but I didn't. So there is an alternative purpose. And when I think about it, to be very honest, it doesn't feel like achieving success or academic success or a lot of money is the purpose for everyone, because I had a friend who was trying to get her PhD in mechanical engineering. She had just landed a job at NASA. All her dreams were being fulfilled. She was in a great relationship. But at 25 years of age, she passed away, and there was no explanation for it. Similarly, and this was my high school, one of my best friends in high school, and one of our other classmates passed away, I would say about 5 years later, with no explanation. I'm not sure what he was doing, but I know he was valedictorian of our class, so I bet he was doing something amazing. And he had just gotten engaged, and this happened. So I feel like academic success is not everything, and making lots of money is not everything. Yes, money is a requirement for our sustenance on this planet, but that is not always the purpose we're here for. It is a necessity, but there's something more. And I feel like in my case, because I don't know what that outcome is, I need to figure out what that purpose is. And I feel like whatever I did, okay, so we can't ever say we regret anything we did or didn't do, because everything we do has a purpose. For example, I told you, or maybe I didn't tell you, but my parents separated when I was a young girl, and I stayed in that zone for many, 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 many years. Maybe I'm still there even now. And if we don't recognize this, it can affect our entire livelihood. And I feel like I'm sharing this because I want everyone, the young, especially the young ones, to know we cannot change anything for anyone. We have to look out for ourselves because nobody else will. Let me say that again. We have to look out for ourselves because nobody else will. And keeping that in mind, follow your dreams, follow your passions. Don't be clouded by other people's judgments, other people's viewpoints, other people's opinions. Don't let any of that affect you. I know it is harder done than said, easier said than done, but try your hardest anyway, because you cannot recover the years you've lost. But again, we don't regret, so no years have been lost because we're on a journey for a reason. I feel like because of who I was as a child, I got into relationships where I felt like I needed to protect people, I needed to care for people, but that's not our job. And I guess I've finally come to that realization, even though I did the Jay Shetty certification course and became a life coach last year. It is now that I'm finally recognizing I cannot save anybody. I cannot do anything for anyone, no matter what I say, no matter what I do, because everyone is on this planet following their own journeys. So now that I've recognized this, it is now my job to work on me, work on myself, and try to understand who I was and why I did the things that I did, so that moving forward, I can do things differently. And how do you do things differently? Once you've recognized it, that's your awareness stage. Awareness. You have to be aware of who you are, why you are, and then you can work on changing it in order to fit. Like we said, we take care of ourselves, so we can fit that criteria of how we can take care of ourselves, because we're not worried about anybody else. Nobody's coming to save us. We don't have to save anybody. So what do I do from here on? And to be very honest, I've never been at a lack of achieving for myself. I have taken care of myself every step of the way. And I've even adopted a dog, and I've been taking care of the dog for 3 years and taking care of the dog to the best of my abilities. I've taken care of myself to the best of my abilities. So like I said, there's a purpose, and everything that happens for a reason. What do we make of it is the final bottom line. What do we make of what we went through, and how do we come out of it, and how do we move forward with it? So today, based on my journey, I've not achieved what I need to yet. But based on my journey, I'm now doing these YouTube videos and just sharing the message, because if there's anyone that gets inspired by this and learns something from it, then it's a win-win for everyone, because at the end of the day, we are here, like I said, for a purpose. Is this my purpose? To share my message so that somebody else who's considering taking care of someone else doesn't do it? Um, or maybe not. Maybe there's something more to this. Maybe at the end of the day, these YouTube videos just help me vent, and I come out with something better for myself. So I've worked on me, always. I've taken care of me. I've taken care of my dog. I've lived by myself, and I used to have huge savings accounts. And I'm at this point. I guess when you hit rock bottom is when you understand yourself and your capabilities, and you reach that rock bottom because you're being shown a way. Now, there's two options. When you're at rock bottom, you can either give up, or you can take what you can and rise to the occasion. And my goal is to rise to the occasion. So I have a bunch of things in the pipeline that I'm trying to achieve. And I guess through this podcast, I can uncover my past, I can uncover my present, and eventually uncover my future. And you guys can come on this ride with me. So look forward to the next podcast. If you guys are enjoying this, please leave a like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel so you can keep hearing about this journey. Okay, look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Bye.